Alright, so this is dialogue. And yeah, I don't know. It sort of reminded me of a game. I've never really played it, but I've seen it a few times here and there. Called Valhalla, a cyberpunk bartender action. But in I mean, it sort of has the same. How do you call it? What was the name of it? The UI, textures and all that stuff. But basically, become an android repair technician in a cyberpunk city where the sun never rises. Rotate the unique circular puzzle dial and merge modules to fix the broken bodies and hearts. Your precise repair is the conversation starter. Turn the dial and listen to their stories. So it's basically a puzzle, cyberpunk match 3, and basically relaxing game. It's free to play too. So I was definitely curious when I saw like the trailers and images. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing over there? I seem to have gotten a bit used to the life in Chroma City. Instead of the rising sun, I started dividing my days by payment, approvals, and insufficient funds. The light monopolized by the Sunrise Corp has replaced the sun, and most things have solved the price tags. With price tags. I wish beer was the only thing I had to pay for. Right. The precious bar went up again recently. The price. Everything is going up, except for two things: the sun and my income. I know that feeling. But Michelle, or Michael, I think Michelle. Everything comes up at a high price except for the value of labor. But I can find some stability, at least while I'm working. When I drift here after we parted ways, I thought my incompetence was the reason for our breakup. And that thought still weighs me down. I can't say things are completely different now, but here at least I'm holding on to my work. That weight lifts just a moment. Regardless of how much I earn, for that time at least, I have the assurance that I won't collapse. Ooh. The people I meet, the conversations we have, and what I've come to feel. I want to tell you about it. On the second floor of the commercial district, slightly away from city center, repairs clinic D1AL-ouge, a place where the outside noises recedes with just a few works of small talk. Don't criticize my naming skills, because in Chroma City they give estimates for heartbreaks and charge for repairs. Ooh, December 14th. I love the music. Michelle, lame. What? I said the name is totally lame. Hey Chris, did you have a beer? What's with the sentimental nonsense this early in the morning? I was thinking about a customer from yesterday, and I couldn't help it. He came in saying his portable visual chip was stuck, but maybe it activated during repairs. Because he started running around the room like crazy, swinging a leather belt at me. Thanks to him, my dial equipment almost bit the dust too. That's because you have such a shady and lame name. Only customers fitting with the description would show up. Ha. Don't tell me. You're talking about Oasis of Chroma City, bathed in neon light. D1AL Repair Clinic. Our repair clinic is an all-around sanctuary that provides not just quick and accurate repairs, but also emotional stability through comfortable conversations. That shady name is exactly why Eve's needing repairs turn away and go elsewhere. Emotional stability for Eve's? That feels less like shady and more creepy. Is that why you habitually make eaves wet themselves? To be precise, that's the act of discharging overheated coolant. Your phrasing is misleading. Same difference. What do you mean, same difference? You're probably the only one who describes it like that. Stop spouting nonsense so early. Check your equipment already. Are you not opening for business today? You used to love stories like this. Even though you used to sing about wanting to become an Eve when you were little. Shut up. Seems like a hangover from yesterday's beer is pretty bad. And speaking of Eves, why don't you replace the outdated equipment in your repair clinic? Using a D1AL is already out is disrespectful to them. What you're overlooking is that D1AL equipment is strictly specialized for diagnosis. The diagnostic performance was so good from the first generation that even with the 5th generation out, it hasn't improved dramatically. Then what's the difference? Or what's different? The main advancements are in unit synthesis. Convenience in the synthesis process, overclocking synthesized parts, firmware modifications, etc. However, I can make up from the D1's lagging synthesis performance purely with the touch of my fingertips. That's actually kind of impressive. Crucially, if I upgrade to a newer generation, why? Is there an extra subscription fee? There would be no point in having registration the business as dialogue. You don't seem to get it. A little wet breathes of vitality into a weary life, and also saying this strangely named repair clinic operating normally. I guess your skills are really unquestionable. Then it should be a breeze if I suddenly test you with a standard DXL practical level 1 mock maintenance, right? Practice repair. Prove Michelle wrong about your skills. Target moves 20. Yeah, sure, why not? It's been a while since the last mock maintenance. Let's take it step by step. Sure, why not? I want to be able to learn how to do this. You can check the damaged parts on dial that need repaired right now. Hover over the damaged part to see the required units. First, select the damaged part to repair. Whoa. Dial 1 consists of 4 layers and 6 indices. Okay. Each module can be moved by dragging to swap places with adjustment modules left, down, right, or up. Well, left, down, right, up, down, left, right. Oh, the battery. Moving modules use Dialog's battery. If you use all of the battery, you won't be able to move anymore. Let's try moving a module. Oop. Oh, I see. While dragging a module, right-click to cancel a move. Try canceling with the right-click. While dragging the module, right-click to cancel it. Oh, okay. If you move the module to a line 3 or more, then they synthesize into a higher tier unit. If you synthesize modules a total of 10 times, the battery overcharges and increases max capacity. Click battery. You can check the current damage location required units and on the right panel. Hover over your mouse over each damaged location to see the required unit. Synthesize the required unit and move it to the damaged location. You can also repair using a higher tier unit. Place button. Placing the required unit on the damaged spot activates the break place button. Press it to swap the unit. Once replaced, all remaining modules. Looks like the repair went well. All right, let's keep going. Select the next damaged part. Okay. The case requires multiple types of units. The info panel on will show the required unit colors for each position. Place each just place the unit according to the colors to replace them. Okay. Now place the repair units completed. Nah, you can also repair using higher tier unit. Okay. Interesting. Love the music. A lot of thinking. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm a fucking idiot now. No. Right? Okay, I sort of get it. The last damage part requires a higher tier unit. You could check on the unit appearance by tier on the phone by pressing tab. Ooh. Let's press the I completed button on the phone. Okay. You can see the icons each unit level. Power source activates as a unit heart supplies the energy required for operation and handles total output. Central. Okay. Use it. Let's use dial 1 special function. There's a gauge bar on the left. Click on the base. The gauge charges for the corresponding type when 4 or more modules are synthesized. Okay. When fully charged, click on the gauge and then a module unit or then a module or unit of another type to convert it. Let's try changing a type. You can cancel by right clicking. If you made a mistake or think it's hopeless, press the reset button to try to repair again. I'm sort of a bit confused still. So I'm just like sort of moving shit around to see what I can get. I think I got it. Satisfied now? That's really amazing. Honestly, I knew you'd run a blood clinic, but I didn't know you were this skilled. I'm not that skilled. I'm just fucking guessing most of these shits. Even with the latest D1AL equipment, it wouldn't be this fast of a level 1 mock maintenance. I see you in a new light. This is nothing. It really isn't. If I want to attract an Eve customer to this strangely named repair clinic of yours, I can't tolerate a single minute's error. First impressions are most important whenever you go. If you care so much about first impressions, why don't you raise his ass suspicious slogan on the front door? Besides, there needs to be more comfort during the repair process for them to feel emotionally stable and open up. I just can't understand that creepy philosophy of yours. I should probably start opening up the shop now. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Save. It was pretty cool. Finally done. Maybe it's because of the beer I had yesterday, but it feels a bit stiff. Oh, hello. Welcome. This is Repair Clinic Dialogue. Hi, Chris. Pray. What brings you here at this hour? What about your cafe shift? Are you watching the popular show airing these days? Buff Girl O'Hara? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you watching it? I do watch it every week, but then this will be quick. In yesterday's episode, do you remember the scene where O'Hara smashed Mrs. Blind with a magical pile driver? O'Hara rarely gets pushed into a corner, so seeing her fight back with a double nosebleed and crush Blind's neck from a comeback was quite the twist in many ways. That's exactly it. What exactly is it? What exactly are you trying to say? A villain showed up at our shop and they look like they desperately need that pile driver. Oh, I knew you'd understand. I only understood that you have a difficult customer. Could you speak a bit more clearly? They say he's a bigwig from Sunshine Corp. He claims his mere visit is a favor to this creepy shop, and threatened that he could turn off all the neon shines in the district with a single word, in a different routine every day. I envy how today is unlike yesterday. Shut up. Anyway, thanks to that big shot, it's been nothing but new stability officer faces all morning. Those guys are hard to find when you actually need them, but they swarm like rats for this. I thought there was a terrorist attack or something. So that's what happened. What brings such a person to Blackwater like this? I don't know the details, but it seems he came to negotiate with the manager of this commercial district. Something about increasing the neon shine subscription fees around here starting next month, and removing the free neon shine streetlights. Controlling the light. His actions are just like Mrs. Blind. See why I thought. See why I brought up Buff Girl. If Mrs. Blind has appeared in reality, then magical pile driver isn't out of the question either. Can you go and try it? It's way out of my expertise and job description, but I can mimic it. I knew it. I wanted to pour coffee on his face, but now I feel a bit better. Right. If you're really going to try it, be careful. The security is intense. You can get arrested just for keeping your hands in your pockets. What the fuck? And again, today, my secret pal will remain hidden. Excellent. Oh, okay, this is just conversation, I'm guessing. Right. I like this. Oh my god, I fucking love this. I just love lo-fi music. So being able to play a game that has goddamn lo-fi music is amazing to me. Anyway, realizing subscription fees is a pretty big deal. I was thinking of subscribing to a hologram figure for my living room, like the one right there in the back. But with the increased fees, it'll be tight. Same here. Really? These are relatively free from LDS. I'm gonna say LSDs. So do you really need a subscription? So do you really need to subscribe to Neon Shine? That's only relatively free. If our condition worsens, data loss occurs, and we could have problems more serious than humans. Plus, I got someone to look after. You mean Remy? Remy's family. It's a cat. Does being a cat mean it can't be family? You better watch your words in front of Aunt Remy. Prey showed her claws. Adopting an aggressive cat-like stance. Please forgive me. I'll make an exception this time, because I'm generous. Anyway, if the subscription fee goes up, I'll have to give up an item I was planning to buy. What were you thinking of getting? Buff Girl collaboration merch. They're doing a collaboration with the neural stimulation unit for Eves. They've announced the pre-orders will start on the day the last episode airs. The things people come up with. God damn, I'm too busy like enamored by the lo-fi music that I couldn't even read. What do you mean the things they come up with? This collaboration product is amazing. They said when the empathy unit activates and overloads, it shakes your cognition abilities, creating the illusion of transforming. It's basically another way of saying you must buy this. What does that even mean? And aren't the expressions shakes cognitive abilities and illusion of transforming? Seriously suspicious. You're making a fuss over nothing. Besides, considering the chips you usually use, I don't think you're in a position to talk. What do you say? Those are legitimately released VR chips, you know. I didn't even put them there for you to see. You just looked at them on your own. I have no intention of respecting your tastes. But if I may give you a precise personal advice, a friend if you have no friends. Single friend. In a repair clinic where Eves are main customers, displaying chips with covers showing Eves and humans getting into doesn't seem like a very good choice. No, I just put frequently used items where they're easily to see. It's inevitable in a workshop with lots of tools. I feel like I just heard some terrible information. If you're lonely, why don't you find a lover? I'm sorry, bud. Okay, so I'm sorry. Prey apologized quickly. It was as if she didn't want to hear it. Did she foresee what I was gonna say? And can I ask a simple repair? I need to create an excuse to tell my boss. Sure, repairs are always welcome. So request. Create an excuse for Prey's absence. Target moves 28. Okay. Cool. Alright. Unless I'm not doing these things wrong. Oh, you idiot. Be gentle. My bad. Okay. I think I sort of get it now. I think. I think. It has to be a red one, okay. Don't you think the name Neon Shine is super tacky? Like a middle-aged man trying to look cool. I agree with that part. It sounds like a name where they could change one syllable from Neon Sign and celebrated themselves for being extremely witty. It's a real comedy that the person agreeing with that has a repair clinic with the name just as bad. Hardy har har. Okay, I think I'm somewhat getting this thing. I think it's just to get the ones that don't have the little symbols in the middle, from what I'm understanding, I think. Okay, that was just lucky. I didn't even notice that one. What exactly does the stimulation from the empathy unit feel like? I only learned about it in theory, but I was curious since I never felt it myself. It's similar to humans. If humans feel it through muscle contraction, blood flow changes, and hormone secretion, yeah. For Eve's, that's just replaced by the unit empathy unit. Stimulating the direct gives a quite pleasurable feeling. So, is it like an orgasm? It doesn't match exactly, but it's probably the closest thing. Then what about the collaboration mesh you mentioned earlier? I was just curious about what it feels like to transform. They say power surges through you. Sure, whatever. I love the music. I just can't get enough of like the Lofi music. Cancel. I can just do that. Bingo bango. Yeah, no matter what, I just love hearing lo-fi music. Like, it's really relaxing for me to listen to, especially like when I'm busy, I guess cleaning, working, editing videos, or just outside with my dog. It's nice to listen to it. And then whenever I just need something to sleep with, or I need something to like be able to sleep, I have this playing for me, so it just makes it, well, not this song specifically, but just lo-fi in general, which makes it much more comfortable and relaxing. You idiot B channel. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm slowly getting it. I guess it's like... Now what happens if I have these two combined? Wait. Perfect. Okay, I get it. I sort of get it. Basically, not Tetris. No, actually, yeah, Tetris in a way. It's just trying to be able to get these things combined together in order to make something bigger. And the more I do that, the more units and stuff I can get. Get that. Perfect. Bigger piece. Okay. I was curious about what was Valhalla when I saw it. It's just, what was it? I think it was just more bar kind of thing. What do you call it? I guess it was something like this specifically. It's just I never really not paid too much attention to it, but it never really caught my attention the most. But I literally after this game, I might actually give it a try when I beat this one. Unless it's telling me to. No. Oh, there we go. Of course. Okay, I'm definitely getting more of this the more I play. All done. There didn't seem to be any major issues. Today's prepare feels different from usual. My back is throbbing, like I took a hit from O'Hara. No, it wasn't. I mean, no, was it really that bad? It feels like getting hit squarely by a magical lariat. Feels like being purified after suffering. So listen to what she says. It doesn't mean it wasn't effective. Ineffective. The fact that they have multiple different types of lo-fi music. I'm guessing like each player. Oh no, actually it does change. Okay, never mind. Oh, that's the date. I'm fucking idiot. I thought the date up here was telling me there's 12 or 14 lo-fi musics, but no, it's just changing on its own. That's just something else completely different. I love it. I noticed earlier your power unit was screaming again. Aren't you overworking yourself lately? It must be because of a lot of zombies have been gathered in front of our shop lately. They've practically set up camp there. Zombies? You mean Flicker patients high on drugs? Usually they just stumble around spouting nonsense. No, those are the blackouts. It's a state where even radical methods like electronic drugs can prevent damage from frontal lobe and neural network. You can consider their ego and personality data virtually destroyed. Lately, the media seems to just call them zombies instead of severe LDS patients. I've been here for a while, but I just thought they were drug addicts. Drug addicts are probably better off than them. Aren't they both equally in the gutter? At least junkies have their infinite love of drugs left. Blackouts are worse. Infinite love? Seeing them throw away family, lovers, and property without hesitation. Isn't that a perfect expression? It's like, if it's not you, the world doesn't matter. Truly an impossible devotion. In contrast, blackouts are like empty shells even with their desires gone. They wander around following the light by instinct. And when they find neon shine, they swim like gnats and won't leave. Chasing light suggests they still have at least minimal desires left. If you saw them, you'd think I'm exactly right. They aren't moving to find light. It's just that it's the only stimulus left that they can react to. If they crawled around looking for light normally, maybe you'd be right. Of course, they would become something even more terrible. As I recall, the shop you work at has a floor-to-ceiling glass window on one side. Right. Clearing away the gnats that gather there is one of my daily tasks. That's probably the cause of 80% of my power unit overloads. And the other 20% is because of an idiot removing streetlights? Exactly. Every day must be tough. It gives me a headache just thinking about it, how much tougher it's gonna get. You know what? Happiness and unhappiness are influenced more by future events than present. Wasn't that a study on human psychology? Humans and Eves are pretty much the same. Do you realize the statement conflicts heavily with your critique of my taste before the repair? I come back because I respect it. Oh, my head feels like exploding as is. Do you have to make me say useless things? If you plan to keep wrecking me to rip off repair phase, you better be prepared. I'm sorry, customer Pray Emery. Stop joking. I have to go now. Even a justified absence is a problem if it drags on. I don't want to get fired and become a zombie rubbing my face against a glass window. By now, the streetlight idiot should have left the shop too. You're sharp. Good sense as always. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasant conversation today, Prey. Me too. I'll see you later, Chris. Or see you later. Prey hurriedly left the door with quick steps. Seems she spent more time than expected, distracted by the chat. It's already time for lunch. Let's take a break. I'm loving this! Holy shit, this is so fucking fun. God damn. Whew.